Seeker, come closer. Tonight I need to tell you something I've rarely spoken of. I'm going to tell you about the moment I almost cut ties with my own brother. A moment where a lifetime of unspoken rivalry curdled into a jealousy so sharp, it nearly rewired my life. It's a story about the shadows that grow between the people we're supposed to love the most. Stay with me, Seeker, because by the end, I will give you the exact steps I took to pull myself back from that edge. And I will share the one sentence that changed everything. You can choose your friends, but you cannot choose your family and your siblings. They are the keepers of a history you can never escape. This rivalry we speak of, it isn't just childhood theatrics. It's the quiet, foundational architecture of our emotional lives. It begins in the subtle calculus of parental attention. Who got the bigger slice of cake? Whose drawing was pinned higher on the fridge? It's a battle for resources, not just for toys, but for validation, for a sense of place. The psychologist Alfred Adler spoke of birth order, suggesting our very position in the family constellation shapes our personality. The firstborn, often a leader, the second, a competitor. While it's not a rigid blueprint, it points to a fundamental truth. From our first breath, we are in relation to another. We are measuring ourselves. This isn't a flaw, Seeker. It's a feature of our social DNA. Leon Festinger's theory of social comparison explains that we have an innate drive to evaluate ourselves, often by looking at those closest to us. And who is closer than a sibling? I remember it clearly. I was 11. The school auditorium was stuffy, smelling of floor polish and anxious parents. My brother, 2 years older, was called to the stage again and again. The maths prize, the history shield, the cup for athletics. With each round of applause, I felt myself shrink. I had won a small certificate for art, a polite, quiet clap. I sat there, my hands clammy, a hot, tight feeling spreading across my chest. It wasn't that I wanted him to fail. It was that his light seemed to cast me further into shadow. That night, the imbalance of the spotlight felt like a physical weight. That, Seeker, is where the seeds of adult jealousy are sown, in the perceived scarcity of love and recognition. And those seeds, they grow. They sneak into adulthood, finding fertile ground in the curated perfection of a social media feed. Years later, that same feeling from the auditorium returned, but this time, the stage was the small glowing screen in my hand. I was scrolling late at night, the blue light painting my face. And there it was, a post from my brother, a promotion, a new title, a corner office view. My thumb froze. The heat in my chest was instant, familiar. A prickle of sweat on my neck, my breath caught. It was a visceral, physiological response. I kept scrolling as if to punish myself. And then another post, his new car, sleek, expensive, gleaming under a showroom light. It wasn't just a car. It was a symbol, a tangible measure of a success that felt impossibly distant from my own. The old scorekeeping kicked in, a silent tally of wins and losses that had been running my entire life. Did you feel that heat last week, Seeker? That sudden tight clench in your gut when a sibling, a cousin, a childhood friend posted their win. That is the sting of the feed. It's the ghost of the school auditorium, haunting you in the palm of your hand. If you have reached this far, Seeker, it means this story resonates in a place you might not often visit. I'll tell you my turning point next, the moment that saved my relationship with my brother. Here's my schedule. I share new stories like this every week for those of you navigating the complex currents of your inner world. Subscribe if this speaks to you, because soon I will reveal the one sentence that finally broke the pattern. The turning point didn't happen in a flash of insight. It happened a few days after the social media incident in my brother's kitchen. The air was thick with the unspoken. He was making tea, oblivious to the storm raging inside me. I had a choice. Let the resentment fester, let it build another brick in the wall between us, or do the hardest thing imaginable. I chose the latter. My voice was quiet, almost a whisper. "I need to tell you something," I said. "When I saw your posts about the promotion and the new car, I felt intensely jealous, and it made me feel small and angry. Naming it was terrifying. It felt like admitting a profound failure." He stopped, turned, and just looked at me. There was no judgment, only surprise. And in that space, the tension broke. The first step, Seeker, is always to name it. Give the ugly feeling a voice. Drag it out of the shadows and into the light. Jealousy thrives in silence. The second step is to normalize it. I told him about being 11 in the auditorium. I connected the past to the present, and he, in turn, shared times he'd felt envious of my freedom, my creative pursuits. We realized this feeling wasn't a sign of a broken bond, but a strange, tangled part of it. The anthropologist Robin Dunbar argues our bonds with kin are the most enduring we have. They are resilient enough to hold these difficult truths. Then came the final, most crucial step: convert it. I shifted from comparison to curiosity. Instead of stewing in what I lacked, I asked, "What did you do differently in the last year to get that promotion? What were the steps?" I wasn't asking to copy him. I was asking to learn. This is the pivot, Seeker. Learn, adapt, act. Learn from their process, not their outcome. Adapt their strategies to your own unique path, then act on it. Do your thing. 3 months later, using a project management technique he described, I successfully launched a personal project I'd been stalling on for a year. I converted the toxic energy of jealousy into fuel for my own engine. This is what we do here. We take these tangled human stories, dissect them with the tools of psychology, and forge them into practical steps for self-mastery. It's for seekers like you, who know there is more to life than just reacting to it. I drop new stories every week to help you navigate these waters. Now it's your turn, Seeker. Take a moment. Go to the comments and, if you feel brave enough, share a sibling moment that left a mark on you. And then ask yourself 2 questions. What unmet need in me did that moment reveal? And what is one thing I could learn from their journey? Not to replicate it, but to inform my own. And now for the sentence I promised you, the one that sealed this new understanding between my brother and me. After our talk, after naming the jealousy and shifting to curiosity, I looked at him and said, "I want to learn from you without losing me." That was it. It acknowledged his success, my desire for growth, and my commitment to my own path all at once. It closed the loop that began in that stuffy auditorium. The jealousy doesn't vanish forever, Seeker. It's a human emotion. But now it's no longer a signal to build a wall. It's a signal to ask a better question. It's a compass pointing toward my own unmet needs, not a weapon to aim at him. Our relationship isn't perfect. Siblings are chaotic, loud, and aggravating. But they are also loving, a steady support, and if you let them be, the most oddly perfect mirrors. They show us where we are and where we have the potential to go. If you watch till the end, Seeker, watch more of my videos. I drop new stories every week. Start with the one on quiet competition. It will help you continue this journey.